Hi friends, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. It has been a hot minute since I've been able to add anything new to my wardrobe. I did the 75 hard style challenge, of which all of those days I was on a no-buy. The no-buy is over and I have added a few things to my wardrobe. I wanted to share those with you today. I'm going to be talking about the good, bad, the ugly, how they came about, were they on my wish list. So let's start with the very first item. It is the top that I'm wearing, this blue and white striped top. It was not on my wish list. Spoiler alert, there are a couple of items that I added that were not on the wish list. My goal for 2025 was to only purchase and buy things that were on my wish list and to shop strictly from that wish list. I went a little willy-nilly. There were a couple of trendy items I really wanted to try. They were very inexpensive. I did also want to be more thoughtful of adding quality over quantity. I do feel with trends, sometimes it's better to spend a little bit less because you never know how long it's going to be around. If you want to dabble in it and you're not quite sure what the longevity of the trend is going to be. So for that reason, I opted to get a couple of really inexpensive items. Again, the first being this top. It is a tie front. It's all the rage right now. There are so many styles and iterations of the front of the top that ties down the front. Now for today, I do have a little light blue bralette underneath. For many, this is not going to be a practical purchase. But in my day-to-day, I can easily throw a bralette underneath. If I were on vacation away from my kids, probably would wear it without anything underneath. And for work, I can of course throw on a really simple white tank top. I would be able to wear this to the office with a little something underneath. It's versatile for me and the ways that I plan on wearing and styling this piece in my wardrobe. I adore blue and white for summer. I think the stripes really popular right now as well. I found during my 75 hard style challenge, I like stripes more than I realized. That did teach me quite a bit about my style. I'm really glad that I did that, and that was one of the things that led me to this top. It's a very trendy piece. It was $12.99 at Ross. I was in there shopping one day with my daughter after the challenge had ended. I have not completed April yet, so I'm not quite sure where my budget is going to end up landing for the month of April. I will have an update on my budget and the 75 hard style challenge coming, so be watching for that. It's very interesting what I learned. I'm really excited to share with you all the experience of that, the pros, the cons, should you do it? You'll find out later all my thoughts on that. The total spent for all of these items that I've shown you today is $162.44. I had $25 of my January budget left over that has carried over. I had an $85 budget that I was awarded in February, and I had an $80 total budget that I accumulated in the month of March. So I do have $190 total from the budget. Again, I only spent $162.44. So I do have a little bit of my budget left that I will carry on into the upcoming months. And I do feel, like I said, I'm feeling a no-buy coming on. I think I need to go back into that mindset of telling myself no. I did just add quite a handful of items. I'm still making improvement. I'm doing much better than what I would normally be doing had I not been tracking, being more mindful, and setting the goals that I have with the budget, the no-buy, trying to buy more quality over quantity. Occasionally we slip up. I bought a couple of clearance items. I bought a couple of trendy pieces that were all really inexpensive. In the overall scheme of things and what I would normally be spending and consuming, I'm much improved, and I continue to keep that progress going on the uphill. I'm going to keep trying to improve and just get better and better with every passing month. The next item that I purchased that exact same day that I bought the blue and white striped top that I'm wearing was this black and cream peplum balloon style tube top. This is so fun. The peplum is on trend right now. I feel peplum is trending. The balloon hemline is trending. And while I had said I probably wouldn't partake in the balloon hem trend, when I saw this, I love the simplicity, yet the little extra flare that came from this little piece, and it was only $9.99. It's made of a really weighty fabric. It holds you in. The balloon hem peplum detail. I thought this was such a fun piece, and for $9.99, I was dying to add this to my wardrobe. So I did also purchase this little trendy guy as well, and I know that I'm gonna have a lot of fun styling this up in the spring summer. Let's get down to business and talk about the wish list. There were some items that I did get from my wish list. I've finally been able to check those off. I purchased this gray belt. I've had a gray belt on my wish list since December. I really like the thickness of this. The silver hardware detail. This will be really versatile. I do have a lot of belts, but I love wearing belts. And I think belts are one of those accessories. They can be inexpensive and they can add and change so much to a look. So I did not have a gray belt that fit this bill. I was able to check this off my list. It was $13.99 from Amazon. Very reasonable price. For the amount of wear that I'm gonna get out of this guy for $13.99, I'm sure it will last. The reviews were really good. The next couple of things could possibly be the most exciting. I longed for and wanted and was, I was just pining to have these items. I wanted them so badly. There was a pink and green patchwork skirt that I saw on Etsy. When I initially added it to my wish list months ago, it was $115. When I went back to look again, it had gone up to $165. So I thought, I'm gonna peruse the site, see what I can find, see what else is out there, and maybe there's something that I'll like more. And lo and behold, I found this patchwork skirt. Now, this was one of those items I knew I really wanted it because it's not really geared for the next few months. It's definitely a fall piece, but I still loved it. It's been on my wish list for quite a long time. Right after I started the wish list, this item went on there. And it is from, did I say Etsy? I meant Poshmark. I did end up buying this from Poshmark. My first ever Poshmark purchase. I got this patchwork faux suede skirt. This skirt, I am obsessed. It has this sparkly fabric, and then you also have the fabric right in the front that has the floral detail. It's so interesting. It's colors that I adore, and I know I have many other items in my wardrobe that I can pair with this as far as tops go and also shoes come fall time. It is definitely a fall piece to me. I might wear it because it's new and I'm so excited about it. I did pay $38 for this plus 10 for shipping. So this skirt from my wish list ended up being $48, which is quite spendy for me, but I look at the quality of this and you can see in the stitching detail, it's impeccable. It's so beautiful. I am so over the moon excited about this purchase, and it was worth the wait. I'm so glad that I waited. I honestly feel that I will get more wear out of these colors. They tend to be more on the neutral side than the pink and green. And this does still have a little bit of pink in those little floral details on the one piece of patchwork. So it checked all the boxes for me. It's the perfect length. It fits beautifully. I'm really happy. I've never bought anything from Poshmark before, like I said, and it was a good experience. I'll likely be back to look and browse and see what other items might catch my eye. There were so many faux suede patchwork skirts. It was unbelievable. There was another one that was 100% leather. I really, really loved it. It was beautiful, but I could tell by the measurements it was going to be way too long and it was going to hit me right at that awkward length that I do not prefer my skirts to hit. I prefer either a midi skirt, a maxi, or a mini. I don't really like those knee-length skirts that hit either right above or right below the knee. Kind of a bummer. It was my size, but it didn't tick all the boxes, and I knew I wouldn't love it as much as I love this one. This was another wish list item that I was able to check off my list. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to wear this skirt come fall time. This is another super exciting, much waited for, very longed for piece that I added. It is a denim jacket. I purchased this from Amazon. When I initially looked at this, it said it was, I believe it was 60% cotton, and I can't remember the rest. But then when I went to look the other day, I could not find any of that information. But I do remember when I added it to the wish list, it was mostly cotton, so I felt good about adding it. It has this beautiful floral detail in the fabric, which has pretty blue, a brick red, and an olive green, which are all colors that I have in my closet. The Peter Pan collar is so different and interesting. It's that extra added detail for me that just threw this over the top, made it so unique, like nothing I have in my wardrobe currently. And I have wanted this denim jacket for months and months. So I finally pulled the trigger when my no-buy ended. It ended on April 15th. And I purchased this. This was $46.98 from Amazon. I love it. I've already worn it and styled it up. I'm thinking of all the ways that I can continue to wear this. It's such a lightweight fabric. It's just the right extra added layer. I love the length of it. It's everything. It also has the rose gold buttons that have little flowers on them. It's just so fun. I love this jacket. I am going to be wearing the pants off of this jacket. I'm very excited to have added this to my wardrobe as well. One more wish list. I had a white bag. I really wanted a plain white bag for summer. This one does have some gold hardware. It has an interesting shape, which I think is fun. I know it's the knockoff of one of the name brand bags. I'm not a name brand bag girly, and I'm okay with that. I've accepted it and I don't care. I would rather have a more inexpensive version. I have such a good selection of bags. It's going to be one of those accessories that I grab in the spring, summertime, and I'm only going to be using this for the most part, half of the year. The braided detail, there's so many extra little added details about this. The braid along the edge of the flap, it opens up. It's not super big, but that's what I wanted. I wanted something that I could just grab, throw my phone, a couple of cards, a lipstick, and be on my way, and it'll fit my car keys. So it's going to be great for traveling. I think this is something I could see myself wearing to a wedding, taking on vacation, really elevated but fun white bag. This bag was from Amazon and it was $16.99. It also came with this beige strap, which is a little bit longer. I like that it had options. So you could also add this beige strap to it to give it a little bit of a different length. It gives it a little bit more casual look with the fabric strap as opposed to the braided strap that's a little bit more on the fancy side. Girl gets thirsty talking about all of these fun, new, exciting things. I have 2 items left, both of which were not on the wish list. They were absolute impulse purchases because they were so inexpensive, but I've already worn both of them. I've already styled them both up. I'm obsessed. I love them so much. They are, again, probably a little bit on the trend-led side. They're trendy pieces, but for the price, I happened to walk by them. I couldn't pass up on getting them. The first one is this pair of cargo pants. They have the elastic bottoms, which I just did a Pinterest recreate this look, or Pinterest using the look for inspiration, and I didn't have a pair of elastic waist pants like this. I love the casual vibe of these. They're so comfortable, and they have pockets in the back. They are the Free Assembly brand. They are a size small 4-6, and I picked these up at Walmart on clearance for $9, which I thought was a steal. I've said before, I really like the Free Assembly brand. I think it's a very well-made quality line of clothing that you can get from Walmart. It has these cute little button details all around the waist, which I thought was another nice added detail to add some interest. And then they do have the cargo pockets on the side. These are so fun for $9. These are going to be pants that I will reach for on the weekend. I can style them up with a t-shirt, a tank top, tube top, throw another added button up over the top. I can think of so many ways that I can wear these pants. I love these and I have no regrets about buying these even though they were not on the wish list. Another similar item, but very different in my opinion. These butter yellow cargo pants. They're maybe parachute pants. I'm not exactly sure if they're cargo pants or parachute pants. I think they're parachute pants. I also picked these up from Walmart. They are from the No Boundaries line. They're a small 4-6, and these were on clearance for $5. I saw these and they again have the pockets on the side. They're very similar to the green ones, but they're a lot lighter weight fabric. They're not as weighty. They have that butter yellow button. They have a really fun little strap that comes along around the side. They have the cinched in cuffs at the bottom so that you can cinch in, you can wear them out wide with a wide silhouette, or you can tighten them up and wear them as a cinched ankle around the bottom of your ankle silhouette. So they have options. They fit like a glove. I did already style these up and wear these, really like these. And of course, parachute pants I think are really on trend right now, as well as we all know butter yellow is the color of the moment. Butter yellow is so having a moment, and I thought they were super fun for $5. I'm glad that I picked them up. They are very lightweight, so they're gonna be spring, summer. They will be packed away, not something that I can keep year round, but for $5, I didn't feel bad about it. That is everything. That was everything that I purchased. I had some wins. I had some moments of weakness. I caved in. I bought a couple of things on impulse. I bought a few trendy items. I bought a few clearance items. I did get a few of the items that I had on my wish list that I've really been wanting. The wish list is helping so much. I can't wait to give my budget wish list update about how that's going. As I've said before, I'm striving for progress, not perfection. I see huge progress, and I do believe that I think there might be another no buy in my foreseeable future, because I am really learning some interesting things about myself that I'm going to be sharing soon. With that being said, thank you for watching. Thanks for staying to the end of the video if you're still here. If you're not subscribed, please do. I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. And if you liked the video, give it a like. It's one of the easiest ways. It really helps my channel, and it will help YouTube recommend this video to others. Thanks for sharing a few minutes with me. Tell me if you are on a no buy, how it's going for you, or a low buy. And also, have you bought any new things? Have you added any new things for spring, summer? I'd love to hear from you. It always makes me smile. Don't forget to be kind, friends. It's free. Bye for now.